the remarkable contribution of India's startup journey and the contribution for the nation's economy that is self-evident currently. The last year, 2021 alone, has created 40 plus unicorn, and that's the India's economic mirror that we have seen. We have evident that only a single year that can produce India a 40 plus unicorn. That means per 9 days there is a single unicorn has been evolved for the Indian economy. That's a remarkable achievement for the startup industry and the booming startup industry in India, and that is the ultimate game-changing segment for the India's economy. That's the important emphasis considering those startup sector, that the future ready entrepreneurs and the driver seat they are occupying, they are capturing those and to navigate the potential growth of the economy. The stakeholders, potential angel investors that are in the pursuit, craft and draft those innovative solutions to address the problem of the modern day India faces. And this accelerated digitalizations that is further fueling the advent and the growth of the tech-focused startup and the segment that looks promising even for the traditional business model. The businesses across many sectors that have faced unprecedented and unexpected transformation, mainly the digital transformation that have occurred due to this current situation globally, and the recent pandemic also accelerated to enhance the adoption of digital platform, the digital transformation shifting that is very much unexpected for the many business entities. And we have seen that those massive adoptions of digital transformation, and that is the enterprise that have been continuously witnessing those high fluctuation, the high rising tides in terms of growth. In 2021, the country that has seen a total of 42 companies entering those unicorn club, that inspiring those budding startups to stay focused and remain true to their goals. Many critical parameters that make those disruptions in digital field, that make changes, the business ideas, the changes in the thought process of business entity, and the disruption that are made possible due to those intelligent factors and the scope of digital impact, the social media impact, and that the power of those digital business model, and that the sustainable financial performances and the long-term growth potential, as well as for their monetization model, the funding status and the clarity of the thoughts. They are marked on each of those parameters and arrived at the nominees of all those important. The most of the entrepreneurs in India that have emerged as many diverse sectors as e-commerce, fintech, the edutech, and logistics, D2C business model, and the social enterprises, social e-commerce platform, and many other important sectors that are recognized and important for the India's startup journey, the entrepreneurship and those young entrepreneurship model, and that's increasingly the integration of those technologies that is driving those businesses to reset the fundamental as a technology incentive, technology driven future that is lies ahead of us, the future of technology, the future of startup industry, and the based on those technology startup collaboration, the integration, and that is evident that many important startups will boom as an example of fintech, edutech, e-commerce, social commerce, grocery, online, pharmaceutical industries. Many important have been instrumental for the company's digital growth, the potential business growth, and the new entity that have launched for the invitation of those important parameters. The e-commerce booming space, attracting those innovative mind and those businesses model, the best possible design architecture and the customer business relationship, the coordination between the customers to fulfillment their requirement, their demand, and how to maintain those requirement, how to fulfill those requirements. That's the ultimate noticeable brand valuation, and that's how this company will evolve it, as day by day it has going to be an important factor for people's everyday life, their importance and their demands day by day, and that's how the startup industry will look like in the next 10 to 15 years, and that is the year, this decade, 2020 is for the Indians, for the South Asian countries, mainly India's decades, and that's how this Indian consumer will change this entire startup industry, and that's the wellness industry that has been also seeing the massive boom, especially in the last 2 years during the pandemic, where when everyone has taken their fitness goal as a notch importance, and that the one such important factor in the health, wellness, and important aspect, and that's how the businesses in this field and the entrepreneurship in the Ayurved and the wellness will be booming, and that's the important aspect that the Belvita Organic is a successful, profitable business that aim to take the Indian Ayurveda to the international market. That's the potential of the Indian Ayurveda to the Indian market, international market rather, that the Belvita Organic is successfully doing that. That's how this industry in the last 2 years and during this pandemic has seen those importance, and in the future also people are depending massively, largely on those particular health Ayurveda industry. That's important booming, and the expert looks on the further areas on the private sectors and those the small and medium scale enterprises that form the backbone of the country's economy, and they have produced a substantial output and generate a chunk of employment as well. It is a new profitable sector, and that a profitable business entity that helping those businesses not just a profitable but also the one which can be deeply fulfilling the demand, the brand that realize those potential, those enterprises and those industry, and that also useful for the solve those large problems, and have done a couple of startup already in India, and that's how the Indian some important sector, that is the MSME sector, the health Ayurveda sector, and many important fintech sector industry are keeping in mind that the Indian economy is based on this massive development of these companies that are looking for, and that's how the economy has been changing based on the shoulder of this startup industry that is booming in India. And next 10 to 15 years we will see that it will be a massive game changer for the new and innovative startup businesses for the Indian economy. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.